Hello and welcome to a yoga practice with me, Kat Meffan. Thank you so much for joining me. So this yoga class is going to be all about cultivating kindness, not just kindness that you're going to take off the mat with you out into the world, but also kindness for yourself, which is really important. When we think about the 8 limbs, we have our yamas and niyamas, and one of those yamas is ahimsa. Now, translated to non-violence, but when we flip that, when we think of non-violence, we think about being kinder, putting out more kindness into the world, but also back into ourselves. And really, that is what we are going to be cultivating and channeling through today's practice. So make sure you've got everything that you need. You may want some props with you, and we're going to get started in a comfortable seated position like I'm in here. Now, before we get started, for those of you that are not Soul Sanctuary members, I'm the founder of the Soul Sanctuary, and it is an online membership. Yoga, meditation, free movement, breath work, you name it, we've got it. There's over 500 videos, and it is from as little as just £11.66 a month. It would mean the absolute world to me if you just signed up for a 7-day free trial just to check it out. Maybe you'll love it and you'll want to stay a little bit longer. I really, really hope so. We have an app, we have a website, we have a beautiful in-app community as well. And as a member, you get exclusive access to my events and retreats. So you get VIP access to those tickets. Anyway, let's flow today. Like I said, we're going to get started in this comfortable seated position. So just grounding down, closing the eyes, and just rolling the shoulders back. So as you roll the shoulders back, feel the shoulders separating from the ears. Maybe just for today, if you're feeling really tense in your body, you can just place your fingers just onto your shoulders, onto that soft, muscly part of the top of the shoulder, and just give yourself a gentle little massage. We don't want to be doing it too hard, because if we're really forcing the hand in, then we're building up more tension by forcing that movement. So we want it to be quite gentle. So just giving yourself a little bit of a massage here up into the shoulders. Keeping the eyes closed. Just seeing where that little massage needs to go. And if you feel like you're done with that, you can just rest your hands down in your lap. And if you haven't already closed the eyes, just closing them now, releasing the hands down into the lap. We're going to take a few rounds of equal inhales and exhales. We're going to inhale for 5 and exhale for 5, a few rounds, and I'm going to talk you through it, just guiding that count. Really try to stay in tune with the rhythm of that breath. Let's take a releasing breath here together first. Inhale. And let it go. And then we inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just coming back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Drop the chin down to the chest and start to take some half neck circles here. Right ear coming around to the right shoulder. Bringing it through center. And then left ear to left shoulder. Just working your way around a couple of times. Pausing and spending an extra breath if there's any particular parts that need a little bit more love. And then keeping chin down to chest, interlace the hands behind the head. Draw the triceps, so the section underneath the upper arm, down towards the chest, so rounding the spine. And then inhale, open up, elbows draw back. Try not to flare the ribs forwards, just working with the elbows. Exhale, round and fold it down. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round and fold. And then inhale, opening it up. One more, rounding and folding. And then opening it up. Reaching the arms out long. We're going to flow side to side here. So it doesn't matter which way you go. You're going to inhale to one side, side stretch. Exhale through center, over to the other side on the inhale. So just moving here, side to side. And you can get really low if you're really open in your side body and you want to come down to the forearm, you absolutely can. If you want to be up on the fingertips and just keep it small, do. And see if you can find your rhythm, so dancing with your breath as you find the flow of movement. And maybe this is the point as you're flowing here with the breath where you just check in. How am I feeling? What would I like to honor in my practice today? A couple more times going each side. And then coming through center. You're going to switch the cross of the legs. So the other foot is in front, and then walk yourself forward into a stretched out forward fold. Doesn't matter how far you go. Take an inhale, just lift the chest slightly, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, breathing in and exhale. Just walking yourself all the way up, and you're just going to roll yourself over onto all fours. Now, as we move throughout this practice today, I really want your mind, and this is where we should be all the time, but even more so because our intention is to draw in this cultivation of kindness. But if something's not feeling good and intuitively you know to either ease off or to go somewhere different, then I really invite you to do that today. Let's take an inhale as we lift the chest, shine the heart forwards. Exhale, round. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, round. Either staying with that pattern or starting just to add in a little bit more of your own movement here. That could be round in circles. It could be forwards and backwards. Just moving with what feels good for you today. And if you don't know what feels good, just go to a few little places in the body, breathe into it and ask yourself, am I being kind to myself right now? Is this what feels good for my body? A couple more breaths here. And then you're going to walk the knees back slightly. And then walking the hands forwards, coming into our melting heart. So you can be up onto the fingertips like I am. Take an inhale. Find length through the spine here. So yes, this is a heart opener, and it's a little bit of a back bend. But first of all, let's find a really active variation where the triceps and the armpits are drawing down towards the earth, but the ribs are really nice and in. They're knitted in, and we're getting that line through the spine all the way up to the tailbone. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, allow yourself to release down towards the mat. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen here. And then exhale, take it down. You're going to lift up and slide the left hand underneath the right, and then side of the head can come down. You're going to reach the right arm up to the sky. Now either stay here, and this can be where you want to be, breathing here. If you would like to, you're going to take your right arm over the top, so the fingertips are down. You're going to tuck under the right foot, take a little bit more weight into that left shoulder, and then from here, see if you can point the toes, and then balance that right leg off the mat. Amazing. Woo! If you rock and roll over, no worries. Keep breathing here. Slowly lowering that leg down. Now from here, take the bottom all the way back onto the heels. The left hand joins the right knee, and then you inhale the right arm up and over behind you, taking a seated twist and gazing just towards the back of your space. And you can float those right fingertips down to the earth if you wish. If you would like to take it even further, you can take that right hand all the way round into the left hip crease. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, take the twist. And then gently unraveling. Walk the hands all the way back out, finding that melting heart. We take the inhale, finding that length first. So triceps, armpits, really drawing down towards the earth as the ribs are knitting in. Then take an exhale and open into that space. Inhale, find the length. And exhale, release. Now just lift the chest slightly. Right arm now travels underneath the left. And you take that left arm up to the sky. So we just want to be here to begin with, check in. Is this where we want to stay? Or take that left arm all the way up and over you again, fingertips down. Tuck under the left toes, lift the left knee. Now you really want to ground into the right shoulder. And then point the toes, see if you can lift that left leg. I've got a feeling I'm going to rock and roll over on this one. Staying super strong. You want to ground into the back of that right hand. Ooh, bringing it all the way down. Feeling into the fun of the wobbles. Now from here, keeping the twist as it is, sit your bottom back on your heels. Right hand comes to the left knee. Inhale, left arm up and over. And then find that twist, obviously keeping the arm out if you wish, placing fingertips down or wrapping the arm all the way around you. Inhale, finding some length here, and exhaling, twist. One more breath. And unraveling, coming all the way back to neutral. Now bringing the hands in front of you and just shake them out. So I'm going to start with shaking the hands and then reach them up to the sky. So right now, we are shaking out all of those limiting beliefs and all of that nasty dialogue that we sometimes store within us. And we're just getting rid of it. Energetically, we're just saying, I'm shaking you out. And you can take that shaking a little bit further, shimmy the chest forward. And take a big breath in. And release the hands down. Now from here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up, palms facing upwards. And then exhale, draw the palms onto the chest. This is giving yourself. So visualizing you are giving yourself the energy of kindness and love. Inhale up. Exhale, push it into the heart space. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. And exhale. And just feel your palms one on top of the other over the heart space just for a moment longer. Maybe now would be a time just to gift yourself with some words of love. Whatever those words, maybe there's an affirmation, a little mantra, some words that you need to hear today. Can you just spend a moment offering those to yourself? And you're going to walk your hands forwards, ground down through the hands, tuck under the toes, find your way to a little downward facing dog. So spending a little bit of time pedaling out through the feet, just breathing into the spine, the backs of the legs, maybe a shake, a nod of the head. Take an inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, draw the heels down towards the mat. They do not have to be touching. Take an inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, drawing those heels down. Inhale, sweep the right leg up to the sky. Open the hip. Bend that top knee. Breathing here. You're going to step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Stay up off that back knee unless it's not feeling so great and we need to honor ourselves and drop that back knee down. If you'd like to drop that back knee down, please do. So hugging the right knee into the right arm for a moment, just finding this active variation of lizard here. If you have it available to you, you could come down to the forearms and then hug that right knee into the right shoulder. If that's not available, do not worry. You can just stay up on the hands. One more breath with the knee off. And then if it feels nice to drop the knee down, untuck the back toes. Option to take the right hand onto the right knee. Open through that hip and then open the heart space up towards the sky. And if, like me, you kind of like to have a little wiggle in lizard, you can absolutely have a little sway side to side here. And then placing both hands down. Tuck under the back toes, lift the back knee, and then slide that right knee into the right wrist, coming down for a right side pigeon, but pigeon with a twist, literally today. So you're going to twist towards the left. So we're not going the other way. We're going to go into an open twist here. So it's all going to depend on where you're at, what you're feeling for. You may just want to place the right hand in front of you or on a block. Remember, use blocks for your pigeon. And then your left hand onto your back leg and then gaze behind you. That's going to be option one. Other option is that you can try to bring your right elbow down to the inside of your right foot. Your left hand meets your right hand, so you've got those hands in kind of like a namaste mudra, and then you gaze up towards the sky. So this is quite a deep, intense open twist. So just see how it feels. And obviously it's all going to be a little bit dependent on where you're at in your pigeon. So if you feel like you're pretty high up and you'd rather just go into a forward fold pigeon here, then obviously you have the option to listen to what you need and to go with that. And then gently just unraveling yourself. Fingertips down, just lift the chest, take an inhale, and then bow over that front leg, exhale. Inhale, lift up. You're going to place the hands down, tuck under the back toes, and step yourself all the way back to a plank. Inhale here. Exhale, wave the body back. Downward facing dog. Now take an inhale, reach the left leg up to the sky. Open that hip if that feels good. Breathe here. And then we're going to step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Remember, we're going to find this up active variation. So you've got the left knee hugging into the left arm, back knee is off, unless this does not feel good at all and you just want to drop that back knee down. Finding it here. And you can also get a nice juicy calf stretch by pushing through the back toes, the back heel pushing away. If you know that it's available to you, you can come down to the forearms. And find 2 more breaths here. And then dropping the back knee down. Wherever you are, maybe you want to open up left hand onto left knee, gazing up to the sky and just finding a little bit of a sway, being mindful that that foot and the ankle doesn't collapse. And then coming all the way back onto the hands. Tuck under the back toes, lift the back knee. We're going to scooch that left leg around into the left side pigeon. And just for a moment, set yourself up. Now remember, you've got the option here just to place one hand in front of you. So left hand in front. Inhale, right arm up and over, and just find this nice seated upright, open pigeon twist. Or you take that left elbow into the inside or the underneath of the left foot. Right hand comes to the left hand, and then we gaze upwards here. If none of these twists in your pigeon are feeling quite available or just feeling quite good, as you know, you just flow it forwards into a fold and breathe with that. One more breath here. And then coming all the way back just to the front, lift the chest, take an inhale. Exhale, bow the body forwards. And then inhale, lift. This time, rather than push back to plank, we're just going to roll to the outside edge of that left hip and then swing the back leg around in front. Let's take a forward fold here together. So you can be up on a block. You could have a bolster or something underneath your knees. You could place a bolster on your knees. The possibilities of props are endless. Take an inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. And just inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and let's hold in this fold. Stay with your breath, reaching the crown of the head forwards. Closing down your eyes now, folding into yourself. Just finding that gentle connection to your breath. And let's take an inhale all the way up. And then you're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Just bring the bottom forwards. Allow the knees to drop open as you just walk yourself all the way back and come down onto your back. Now, if you would like to, you could add a block or two or a bolster underneath the thoracic spine and give yourself a little bit of a heart opener as well. If you're over a bolster, then obviously you can have the bolster to support the head as well. If you're over blocks, then you just will feel that you've got opening through the throat as well as the spine, and you can open your arms out to the side. If you need to place cushions or any props underneath your knees for support, please do. And as you breathe here, can you draw your awareness back to that breath where we lifted the arms and then we pushed in that love and energy and kindness into the heart space, filling up your cup, honoring your energy, serving your own needs, knowing that only then can you give the best of yourself to others. Only then can we come from a place of kindness, rooted in awareness and presence. If you're in the heart opener, of course, you have the option to stay here, or if you would like to draw yourself away from that heart opener, you can just lift the spine gently, move your blocks or your bolsters to one side, and then just allow yourself to come all the way down onto the spine. Take an inhale, everybody, interlace the hands, reach the arms up above the head. And then reach the legs long as well. Take a nice big inhale, find a stretch. And release. Draw the knees into the chest. Take a little rock side to side. And then rock yourself forwards and backwards. And coming up to a seated position. And just finding that grounded seated position, placing one hand on top of the other and closing down the eyes. I would love for you to dedicate your practice today to somebody that maybe needs your kindness. We've spent 20 minutes filling up our own cup, drawing love, awareness, compassion, and kindness into the self. And just through the power of your energy, your breath, your mind's eye, can you send that kindness to somebody that needs it, to somebody that you love? Let's take an inhale here together to seal the practice, breathing in and let it go. Thank you all so much. I have one final task for you. Maybe if it feels good for you, you could now leave your mat, and whoever that person was that you drew your awareness to, who you dedicated your practice to, who you felt into some kindness for, maybe you could just send them a message or give them a call if you're able to, and just share that through the power of words. Thank you so, so much, and I'm sending you so much love. Those of you that are not Soul Sanctuary members, please do come and check it out. Come and join me. It really is a beautiful place on the internet. If you love practicing with me on YouTube, I honestly don't think that you will regret it. There are so many practices for you to choose from, and obviously having the Soul Sanctuary and having your support as Soul Sanctuary members just means that I can keep giving free content on YouTube to those people that aren't in a situation to be able to afford it. So if you are and you want to check it out, then your support goes a long, long way. So yeah, the description and link and everything is down below this video. Thank you so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.